Alright, who's ready to go Data Sanyo again? Me! Hello, Koishi. Koish. Yikes. Hello, Bazoots. Are you a honk shoe type of sleeper? Are you a me type of sleeper? Straight off kind of sleeper. Hello, Game Glitcher. I love you, Sanyo. You're so beautiful. Fuck, that was good. I was expecting me at the end there. He forced me over there, but I did it myself. Game Glitcher, you may be you may be happy to be informed that I'm getting some puppet dance ideas again. Oops. Oopsie whoopsie whoop. Not now. Probably either next month or April. But I'm pondering. Of going back for Hardcore Nuzlocke, but both. Randomized encounters specifically. I want to keep the trainers as they are in extended because randomized trainers for this type of Nuzlocke would not be interesting. I feel. But I would like to do random encounters, but keep the trainers as is and do another round of Hardcore Nuzlocke. Also, maybe it meshes with a couple movesets, but that's a separate thing. Who knows? Maybe I could handpick. Who knows? Maybe I'll be masochistic enough to hand craft some trainers, some of the normal trainers. Amazing booster trainers would be somewhat interesting. I feel like the problem is with the normie trainers. If you're not like actually like crafting the teams to be decent, like you just bring good stuff into them and you just kind of like win, right? Especially because of how like level up how trainer movesets happen, right? Because if you randomize a trainer getting a puppet, it's just going to have the 4 most recent learned moves. It's not going to have good items, and it's just going to be subpar. Right? That's the big thing of why you wouldn't do any boss fights or anything, because sure, it's like, oh, you know, you could see some different puppets in the ring, but first of all, randomized trainers kind of removes a lot of the puzzle aspect of the game, in my opinion, which is my favorite part about Nuzlocks. And I don't feel like it adds a whole lot of challenge, and on decently built trainers kind of removes a bit, in my opinion. My onion. Because it's not like randomized encounters don't necessarily make the run easier or harder, right? Because like the way that puppets are balanced is they kind of are pretty equal across the board, right? Like, this isn't Pokemon where you're getting, like, a frickin' Butterfree. Or, like, a Garchomp, and it's like, wow, there's a, you know, like night and day difference between them, right? Like, there are also really no legendaries, so that's not really too much of an issue, right? Oops. And then, the other thing is, it also just lets you, especially in like a run, to see a lot of things that you might not see, right? Because there's a lot of places that have those like 5% encounters once. If you don't get that puppet during that time, you just never see the puppet, right? So I think the ramp adds a lot to that. Also, I'm throwing. There's so many Garbo trainers. If I can find a save editor, maybe I'd be willing to update some things. Try to craft some shenanigans. Just some things. Because one thing I would like to do, if I could, is, I guess I should ask this right now, because there's a save editor that exists, right? Or game editor. Game editor can wipe trainers from existence. No, I wouldn't wipe them from existence. That's not interesting. But I could give them real teams. Maybe not to everything, who knows, but there are a few things I could definitely do. The things I would want, I for sure would like to do if I can actually, like, edit, like, the in-game stuff, is make an adjustment to the Marissa fight after Moko. And maybe the Reimu fight after maybe the Reimu fight after Miko as well. Because all the other, like, quote unquote rival fights are solid. It's just those two are really awkward. So I'll have to get set up. Well, maybe I'll have to re-hop in the Puppet Dance Discord briefly to ask around, or I'll ask you about it more. I'm not gonna do any. I'm not doing any of this stuff right now. I'm not running this, like I said, probably for a month or two. When I finish Labby Try, I might go back and do another run through of the Hardcore Nuzlocke, and then maybe do like Genius of Sephiroth afterwards. And so by then, I'll probably want that, but I probably won't finish Try for like a month or two, probably a couple months, for to fathom a guess. So, but I was getting interested in it again, and you can edit the map. Can you edit the maps? Because what I'd like to do, like the basic, the most bare bones thing I would like to do is just randomize the encounters. I think it adds a lot of like spice into making encounters a little more interesting and letting you see things that you wouldn't otherwise. Also, nice Zanyo cap, by the way. Pat myself on the back. But there are a couple other things I'm interested in doing. A, if I can look at some movesets, I'd be interested in touching around some of those. If you use the randomizer with the patch, you do it yourself. Well, maybe worst comes to worst, I can dabble with some stuff in the maps and like encounters from there. But again, we'll have to look at the randomizer stuff anyway. Well, what I'm also interested in is, next step up, is fiddling with some of the normie trainers. Giving some, like, not like big teams, not like notable teams, but like, when you're walking through the SDM, and you're fighting all these fairies with level 25 non-style change puppets. It's like, what's the point? Right. Just simply, like, spicing up some of those teams. Like I said, at the very least, like, the Marissa fight right after, Moko, and the Reimu fight right after, like, Nico tiny bit. The good news is, a lot of the major fights in the game don't need to be touched at all, because they're already, like, really well-done fights. I guess the only thing I'd think about is, what is it, Hanabi's Okina? You know that one Okina that is actually, like, just a wrong set? Maybe I could update that. Maybe I could fix that set. The fake Okina. I don't think I'd adjust anything else on, like, the real teams, but maybe that Okina, because yeah. But the thing I'd want to do with some normie trainers is make a lot more of them mandatory as well, right? Like that was one. Not everything, but like a lot of the normie trainers, like give them like semi-real teams. At least something that you have to like, you know, plan for, and make a number of them banned, because there's a lot of areas with a lot of trainers that are just you can completely avoid them anyway. So what's the point of making some trainers hard? Unless maybe you're like hiding an item behind them. What's the point of making some trainers hard if you're never gonna fight them anyway? I don't know if you can change that. No, but you can probably at the very least move them slightly, right? If you can adjust the terrain, you can like draw a couple walls, right? Like, you know how many trainers exist where they're facing a direction, but there's one tile right behind them that forces you to, like, or that just allows you to completely cheese them? I don't know. The extent of it, who knows? But there's a couple things I was interested in. Because my nuzlocking genes have fired up again. So I was thinking about this a lot of yesterday, and a little bit of today, at work. That was a bad one. I didn't go far enough to the right. But I wouldn't want to do it exactly how I did before. I would want to probably if I don't change anything like about the game, I would at the very least do it randomized, or I would spice up some other things, or both. Who knows? Make a lot of the fluff in the middle, like, more stressful, right? So there's not enough stress in the run as is. It needs to be more stressful. Where did we die last time? To me forgetting to click my priority move on the Elite Four. It was on Mai, I think it was. Remember? I had Okina set up, not Okina, I had Hikadia set up and I forgot to click my priority move. And then I got out priority by the Urumi, I think it was. And I got one tap. Because I had the way around it, and I just like didn't think about priority, and then I got out priority. I remember you Touhous. What does that mean? I don't understand your languages. I hate this. I fucking hate you sometimes. You're gonna see post-game. I said it when I was doing the Elite Four, but I was getting extraordinarily burned out at the end of that run, and I was not going to be doing the post-game if I beat that Elite Four. Genocide Saiyans. I'm sorry, I'm not. I know like nothing of Undertale, so I didn't recognize it. Might be. Not the prettiest of lines I've ever done. I just want to go back to doing Puppet Dance so you can make fun of me when I accidentally like knock out a wild puppet while trying to capture it. Not that that ever happened. Another nice Sanyo. Again, I'll see some of the deets of like what editors exist to see like what I can fiddle with what. I mean, why would I do any of that, guys? Encore's gonna come out any year now, right? Right, Game Glitcher? Encore's gonna come out soon, right? Right? We're gonna get Puppet Dance Encore at some point, right? Surely. Trip. I'll go through all this hassle, and then Encore will come out like the day after I go through all the hassle of like trying to edit stuff, and be like, well. Dude, I can create some fucking devious things. I'm cooking. I should stop doing Sonya right now. Wait and come back later when I'm more in the mood. But I can't. I just gotta inject Sonya straight into my veins. Poopy poop. stage 3 boss move to double the others. You gotta do it. It's easily the most painful stage 3 boss I've done. I didn't practice Notori nearly as much as I did Alice or Yugi, though. I did a fair bit of Yugi, but I definitely didn't do either of them as much as Alice. I definitely didn't do Notori. Notori kind of, but like it was more just Hydro being what Hydro was. The back-to-back? Woohoo! Well, it was coming into me. It was gonna be all over me in about a second if she didn't die. I hate this. Oh, maybe. Two in a row? Not bad. That was terrible. Okay, we got two in a row, though. Not bad. Then we go suffocate in her thighs. Her yin-yangs. Oh, buddy, that was close. I'm walking into the lime to the lemon lime orbs. Yeah. Hold up, we gotta lock in. Getting far, and then I'm just like, I get like 80% through, and then I just find something to. Oops! Didn't trap myself. Okay, well that was at the beginning. No forgiveness on this attack. I'm suffocating. Not suffocating? I can't. The balls, they're just, her just big, round balls are just so suffocating. Hey, Game Glitcher, when's Encore coming out? When's Puppet Dance Encore coming out? Like, why would I go through and do anything to a regular Puppet Dance when Encore's gonna come any year now, right? Yes, her spell 1 is a lot harder than this spell. This spell's hard, don't get me wrong. It's on the top 10 of the game. Maybe near top 5, but, like, her first spell is definitely in the tier of its own. It's also crazy, because this attack's like 50% longer. Crystal, is that bad? Yes. I know he's not here right now, so you can't, like, ask him necessarily, but if you ask Alan, he will 100% tell you that her first spell is the hardest attack in this game. He's told that to me, and I 100% agree with that sentiment. And I would say by a notable margin as well. Like, I will go so far as to say that, at least for spam exists, okay? Like, PCB spam exists, although I was playing as Reimu. Like, I will say that Misumaru first spell is the hardest spell I've had to do on a run so far. I will stand by that statement. Maybe that will change long term. Maybe, but I don't think it will. Yeah, another one. Like, I would say that her first spell is harder than Fearless Wind God, which was probably the hardest spell card I've had to do up till now. Like, Cat's Walk is up there. But probably the hardest spell I've had to do up till now is Peerless Wind God. And I'd say that her first spell is harder. And my evidence to say that is 100% my cap rates of the two. The only thing that gives me like a little hesitancy on that is the fact that like my cat's walk rates were super bad for a long time, but they did become really solid eventually. Not phenomenal, but like solid. So maybe she can turn into that. But it's such a brutal spell. Like, even with Cat's Walk, my rates are still worse on this. By a notable margin. Hello, Zebra. Thank you for good luck. Am I up to only 45? I guess I did grow for a while here. Oop! That move up. I guess she just stands there and like raises her arms up to summon the balls. But like it's kind of hard to see the animation because there's so many balls that she just like kind of hides herself in them all. Some kind of suspect lines in the middle, but it worked. Time to spell out. I'll give it a couple attempts, sure, why not? I don't know if I'll go all the way for it, but I'll throw a little bit. Timeout, no focus. Why did I go for that? What did I say about this? This spell is really really rough for just what's the term? A little used the term yesterday. Tunnel visioning. Tunnel visioning on single dodge. Well, you gotta play as broad-minded as possible. Oh, right, the last... Okay, that's what you're gonna get. That was 50 seconds. 50 of the 55 seconds. I threw at the very end. That's what you're gonna get from me for timeout. For it, yeah. It's 55 seconds long. I did 50 seconds. 49.8 seconds technically. Good enough for me. I'm not gonna push it. I want to get 3 caps and then move to some Mega Move spells again. bad line. Damn, why is this game gotta be difficult? Why can't Touhou just be easy? If only there was like a difficulty option to make the game easier.
Nice.
To be fair, comparing the spell card to some of the caps, like, some of my caps have been just over 40 seconds, and it's a 55-second timeout, so... Like, it's a long attack as is. Neat. Get one more. More before we go look at the mega. Let's look at Tsukasa for a second before we just look at the mega move. Oops. I think they're around the right side. If only this game could be easy. No! Oh, what an aggressive read. Damn. Come on, I'll get the 50th one any second now. Surely. So close again. Oh! Play the Hug Me Sumaru threat. I hate to move on, but I still need one more cap. I'm not leaving till I get one more, even if I should. Sure, shouldn't. Wow. That was bad. I'm just doing the same thing over and over. Just give me it so I can move on. But I literally can't leave till I get the 50th, the 10th on the day. Even if I should leave. I'm falling for all the level 1 plays. There we go. Took me long enough. Let's go look at our Foxy. Oops. But it's not the end of the world if you do time. No, but I'm not timing it out. Was off by a second there. There we go, fine. Nice, another one. Let's get one more. Nice. Okay, Megamoo. Do the first half a couple times, and this time today, actually just a couple times, and then I'll do the ones I'm actually here for. Mega Dude. Boo, not. I love not to. What a pig senpai. Oops. I moved too much. I had my Sanyo caps, and now it's Sanyo ever since then. How's UM treating me? Yeah, about how UM treats people. Cruelly, but I enjoy it. So that's what I can. That's all I can ask for from the game. As BS as this deck is, I do like it. Literally 30, actually? Hold on. I walked into the star. I walked right up into it. Okay, this time for sure. Remember when I just said I was only going to do the first half a couple of times, and then I was going to work on the spells I actually want to practice? Well, so much for that. Give me my 6 needles. Okay, never mind. Screw you too. Okay, she's high up. That means it must be free. Okay, see, told you. Pretty colors, my beloved. I hate you. No, that's not true. I like Mega Man. Some of the time. Don't worry, let's just spend 38 seconds on that attack. Yeah, why not? Yeah! Hitbox moment. That's his hitbox. That's my second perfect Mega move. Let's go. We're so back. Certified hitboxes. I mean, that's the strat on the final, is realistically, is just abuse the hitbox moment of those lasers, but... I mean, perfect Nikkeis? I don't know. I mean, a good amount. More than I have any other boss perfect in this game. Now, how many Mickey deaths is the other question. I love her stars. Why did Zune make this a bullet type? Like the spinny stars. What was he like? Yes, this is everyone's gonna love these. Even before someone tells me, oh, but they're pretty. Yeah, they're pretty. They suck to play against, but they are pretty. Again. Gosh, literally free. Oh, I got the funny number? No way. Excuse me? She was dead. Yeah, let's do some of this and some of the final. GG Wash, yeah. I got a second perfect Mega Moon, then I died her again. Wash. I just really thought she was gonna die by that point. Oop, that's the one line you don't do. I was over the left than I thought it was. Oops, I wasn't looking at the screen. We love some Kaimata theme. Certified or classic. Junko fans in shambles after this one. Made mod up mods? Where are my mods? Unbelievable. We will not allow Kaimata slander here. Damn it, I don't have any mods. If only. Reddit mod book. Ban everyone who disagrees with my opinion, even slightly. Listen, alright. Joke, I don't ban people who disagree with me. If I did, I would have banned Game Glitcher 11 years ago. After the Lost Branch Tenchi drama. Oh! Hold BL, you don't have to speak like you're 14. You're an adult, you can speak like it, Game Glitcher. Or I guess in this case, type like it. I did the exact same thing again! I'm washed. Kick me out of here. She got nerfed. It's not how that works. Cup got nerfed, but it doesn't mean that it was stronger than Bow. Three Peso removed his dungeons temporarily. That's not because they were broken. It was because some people are awfully loud complainers. Oh my goodness! My army of Diosei can't beat Tenchi. How am I supposed to do this? I don't know what to do. I'm gonna go on Reddit and cry about it. Okay. Let's go throw ourselves on the final of it. We throw ourselves on the final until I start to choke on the early waves. And then we go say hi to, like, stage 4. Eek! Gotta be one of my favorite spells of all time. It's not my favorite, but it's probably gotta be top 10. I love that final. It's so cool. Now we're in 0 runs. Joke's on you. It's been only 59 minutes. Guess what? Ready for this? Okay, there you go. Technically 1 run. There you go, just to spite you. Had to do it to him. String this guy up on dinding balls. Misumaru already does that. You don't have to do that to me. Gosh, it's just so fucking easy, dude. It's so free. I hate Jimbo. Jimbo would blow himself up. I wish war crimes upon Jimbo. Lily free, actually? I hate the blue. That blue section is like the one thing that's like remaining that I still need to like sit down on at some point. But I'm too lazy to do it right now. Is that true? I just don't want to right now. That's just yellow spam. I already tried it once. You already asked me to try it once. I'm not doing it again. Gosh, it's so easy. Maybe I should do a pass of this. I hate you, Jimbo. Yes, I do remember. Why, you think streamer's stupid? Maybe a little stupid, but...
Oh, close.
The good news about this stage is really just these 3 sections in a row. This, Jimbo, and the blue guys. Everything else is pretty fine on this stage. Gosh, dude, it's so free for the go. And I died to you again! Because I didn't go right early enough. Second go around. See, that is the nice thing about this section compared to Jimbo and the blue guys. This section has less learning. Oh my goodness, we're so back. So free for the go. Hello, 11. Proof that the yellow section is actually the easiest part of the stage. Do one more time, I'll do a couple Misumarus, and then, if you're lucky, you'll see some runs. If you're lucky. Maybe I could do some more Sanyos, though, instead. Spice it up. Go back to some Sanya C. Ooh, close to you. Guns exist. I mean, you could go outside and go for a run if you wanted. Like, that's a peaceful thing. That's actually kind of nice weather for this time of year right now. It's supposed to snow tomorrow night, though, so rip. But, like, right now, it's really nice out. For being in the middle of winter. Okay, give me one more. Give me one more of these, and we'll go just do a little bit of Misumaru. I panicked. I'll go through that blue section at some point. Let's say it's like the last thing I really need to go through, but we'll do that another time. We'll do a little bit of this and then go die to Nikkei a bunch. How about that? It's actually easy? Never mind, it's actually one of the easiest spells I've ever done. I mean, she just doesn't have to go down. The second move. If you replace the Yin Yang orbs with normal big circles, she's literally too low. Dude, if you replace all the bullets with, like, suns, and then also you, like, actually turn this into subterranean animism, it's a Lelouch. If instead of Yin-Yang Divine Orbs, it was actually just Peta Flare, then she'd honestly just be, like, Ucho. So Yin balls with small balls is just Junko. If you replace the attack with Icicle Fall, it might just be Cheerno. Itch in my nose. I'll blame my death on my itch. Man, that first attempt was so clean, I forgot about how painful it is. Gotcha, empty gameplay support help. I mean, that's just Touhou as is, right? Like, it's a gacha game, and that you're just pulling whatever, like, movement with RNG. Ooh, what's in my set for today? Oh, I got a super rare downward movement. Uh-oh. Okay, that was actually good movement. I was talking about it yesterday. This is one of the rare attacks where on her first movement, it's the rare time where going up is actually bad for you. Specifically as Reimu. Like, Sakia can kill, so it doesn't matter. It's actually good for Sakia, but... I love dealing damage to my bosses. Oh, I paid.
Did I force myself out of there?
Nice one though. Okay, let's go die to Mickey to appease Game Glitcher at 11. Let's go die to stage 1. Come on. .17, that's pretty quick kills. Nice. You know, when it comes down to this game, people always talk about the sex fox in the game, but like personally, I'm more a fan of the bird. Yes, that fox. Potato Bot, I'm glad you understand. Mega Move's peak. See, I'm glad that Potato understands. What bird? The bird that's in this game. Hello? There's not two birds in this game. Well, there are other birds too, because like Misty is a bird, Oku's a bird, right? But like, even among all, like just in this game, I'm talking about the bird, the sexy bird from this game. Like, go for it. Oh, what's it? We're talking about Mega Moon, not Kaimata 11. I'm just gonna pass that one by. Where's Game Glitch when I need him to cat react that? Or Light General, he would do it too. Unbelievable. Alright. Thank you, Game Glitcher. Thank you. I almost get to no fan art. I know, it's unbelievable! Like, everyone's obsessed with Aya when Megamu's right here. And she has the best eggs, too, of all of them. Like, it's not even close. Perfectly normal response. You're right, after taking stock market advice from Kamada and mess up her insides after, is commonly regarded as perfectly normal response. I'd put it in that category. I don't know if... I think most people would. Smash up her house after losing all your life savings. Of course that's what you meant. There's no other possible interpretation of the sentence that you typed. Sometimes what you chose Mega Move over Aya for the piece someone drew for me. I mean, it's not that Aya's bad. Aya's great. Don't get me wrong. Like, Aya is phenomenal. We love Aya too. But, like, Mega Move's Mega Move. Oh, I'm doing the bad thing. this, your bird. We literally mentioned taters. But, like, no way I'm putting taters above Mega Move. Fuck, that was terrible. Terrible. I need to take you up with the crow legs, yeah. Only 1.15 GG, go next. Do the red guys off the top ever actually shoot? They literally don't, do they? Back in your days, the only viable choice is Remelia flying Sakuya. I did it again. This is why we practice and we don't do stage 1, because stage 1 is the snore fest. Beat the run if you don't do runs. I know. But doing stage 1 is sometimes a real slogger. And then you finally, after 50 minutes, get to stage 2 for once in your life, and you make it all the way to Sanyo Midnon just to die like a little punk. Game Glitcher, who's your favorite EOSD character? You know what? Now that I think about it, you haven't had an EOSD rant in a hot minute. I hate this stage. I just go into it and just completely forget my line, and then I can't get back into it, and then I whoop. Game of popularity full loads again. Bro, that's not for like 6 months, bro. How else am I supposed to entertain myself? Sir person only rant once a year. No, he'll rant when someone else starts talking about USD. Or he'll rant about something else entirely. He'll rant about how Tenchi pre-nerf was actually the hardest thing ever created in any video game ever. Literally the Dark Souls of roguelikes, if you think about it. I mean, I don't know the context, so I'm not in that Discord, but apparently he went in ranting about, was it no shield in, Udolig? I only, like, it's not the context of the conversation in my Discord, I don't know the rest of the sitch. Wrong. I don't know, I'm just picking up bits and pieces. I'm gonna lose my mind. LNN tend to avoid most mechanics. The Info 20 LNN La Hyper. Now instead being yellow one. I mean, if you're gonna go by that though, right? Like 80% of all EOSD LNNs are Reimu B. If you look at most games, probably 80% of the LNNs are whatever the Persuasion Needle equivalent is. It's not always the case, but that is the case with a lot of games. He has extra characters. Yeah, but of course the reality of whatchamacallit, the reality of Touhou 20 is that you can't disable the extra mechanics. Unless you like hack the game. If you use the frac, you can internally like disable some of these things, but because the thing is, it's like UFOs. You can completely ignore UFOs. Trance, you can completely avoid activating trance if you never die and you never press the trance button. Release and Hidden Star, same thing. You can completely avoid releasing. You get the passive benefit of having like a higher season gauge, but you know, you can actively avoid those things. Oh, internet, love it. My favorite thing, as of late, is the bad internet. It's so much fun. I love that my internet doesn't want to work as of the past week. It's my favorite pastime. Don't worry, any minute now. Any minute now, surely. Oh. $11,000 bitrate, make it make sense. Hey, we're back. Okay, make sure to refresh stream so it actually catches up, because otherwise you're going to be like 30 seconds to a minute behind, because that's just how Twitch is. Also costing the LNN. Why would that be the case? 10 desire less like because it denies players their pent up desire release. Good point. People have no cheese hyper LNN post 20 so like 3 years from now. Probably not that many. Unless there's some, maybe if there's some like new tech or something that people find, new strats. Probably a handful at most. I feel. Who knows? But I feel like as time goes on, every time something new comes out, especially the harder it is, the less and less you'll see. You'll see things from it. Who knows? Maybe Danmaku gameplay will kick up eventually again. Surely, one of these decades. Hello, Takane. How you doing, my beautiful girl? Surely you're in a great mood. Young Devil help with coding for Toad 21. I thought he was helping 3 peso code. Hi, Takane. Okay, let's stop for now. These trees true. And they are getting veiled by technology. Unbelievable. Wait, if she's technically a species that's like cousins to the Kappa, is she also into the ass bone, like the Shirokodama, or is like Takane not into that? Does as far as you're aware. Ask her? Well, I'm afraid if I ask her, she's gonna rip my ass bone out. You don't go up to a person and be like, "Are you the serial killer that cuts people's heads off and stores them in their fridge?" No, you don't do that. Bro's pulling up a clip that's how old at this point? Holy moly. Clip has Chen in it? Okay. It's from Labyrinth 2, obviously has Chen in it. I use Chen a ton in that game. Obviously the clip would have Chen in it. This part's awkward. I don't love it. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Hi, girl. How you doing? Ah, you bat! Look at Reishi at the end too. See, exactly what I was gonna say has happened. It takes 30. I said 50 minutes, but 30 minutes of dying to stage 1. He took just to finally get past it, make it all the way to Midna, and then die anyway. Those first waves were really good, too. I was really happy with them. And then, whoop! Oops. It's 2025 and still dying to Sanyo Midnon. Yeah, I'm cooked. GG, go next. It's 2025. True. I mean, he's not wrong. I have been playing since last year, so. Or playing this game since last year, so. Oh, I'll probably post it in Discord, but I got stuff going on tomorrow. I probably won't stream tomorrow, and instead will stream on Wednesday instead. So I got there's some stuff going on this week, but weird times, so we'll see for sure. Maybe it'll be normal, but I probably won't stream tomorrow. I'll probably stream on Wednesday to make up for it. Eek! Eek!
It's fine. Everything's fine. There's no problems.
Green UFO? You don't want the green UFOs. Those are only for bombs. You always want the red ones. The light pieces. With the blue, and the blue UFO is obviously the best one. Ain't nothing like score. Edger just a little bit. Just a little bit more. 1, 0. Love that. This time for sure. Excuse me. Damn, Mickey Final going clean right now? Sometimes Mickey giveth, and sometimes Mickey taketh away. Oh, Kageyama. You know, I'll blame my deaths on my lack of sleep last night. Because what happened was... So I went to bed. I ended up going to bed, like... 10, 15 minutes... Like, 15 minutes later. Than I want to. But, like, that's fine. That's not a big deal. And then I woke up, like, my dreams were weird, and I woke up, like, a bunch in the middle of the night, and then I couldn't fall back to sleep. Like, I just did not get good sleep last night. And then when I got up, I was like, wait a second, I didn't turn down the temperature in the basement. So that's a great thing. Sleep is Dormy. Yeah, it was Dormy's fault. No, I didn't. I forgot to turn the temperature down, and that is I literally like am laying in the bed at like 2 in the morning, and I'm like, did I forget to turn the temperature? Fucking piece of shit. Oh, what's this image? And I was like, did I forget to turn the temperature down? Yeah, I'd say there's a couple weird things about... Did you fucking take this from AI? Is this the AI fucking thing on this? Swap, at the very least, swap Reimu and Sakuya around. Lacks the homing and widespread utility for late-game UM patterns. I hate to break it to you, but spread and utility is not needed for late-game patterns in this game. Denai has very good stages, and her damage is fine against bosses. Cope. Sakuya deals insane damage, but is hard to play, but is still probably regarded as better because of her cap. Just can burst things so much easier. Reimu has some advantage. The homing can provide some advantages in the game. Definitely over Marissa in that regard. Can help with some stage sections. But her lack of damage, especially compared to Sakuya, really hurts, and Sanai just tends to do the consistent stages better. And Marissa does not have any of the spread for stage portions. And although I think she probably deals slightly more boss damage than like Reimu, she's no Sakuya either. So you kind of like are missing out on like both worlds there with Marissa, right? I know, that's Blue Bus's opinion. He did a Marissa run. That's like my general understanding.
Take it with a grain of salt. Good. Something like Kaimata spell too.
Yeah, but that's also Kaimata spell too. And do you like really want homing, like for that? Like I was oh, what did you ask? I am a scoring player. You got me. Also, I don't have a recorded cap of PDH on Lunatic. I want to make sure I break that one out there too. Man, AI really knows what's going on. Dude, I need to replace Touhou AT with I for the busy version for read maxing. Dude, I play fucking Labby Try and I do so much read maxing. AI doesn't know anything about you, seems good. I mean, AI knows about me, but it doesn't know about me for the right reasons. Should comment, not a score player. Like, if you want me to die of reading, just show up on Fantasy Maiden Wars or Labby Try, or when I was going through the IA Saturn games. So I'll do EST Busy Person in a couple months, probably. But yeah, start with the first one. You don't hop in the middle. I think mainline games don't require reading. Thank goodness. I hate life. Right after I complimented Mickey Final 2 earlier. It's all kind of jank characters around here. What are you talking about? Chirno is obviously well known as being the strongest character in Touhou 18. Dude, it's so deep. The Ace Attorney is constantly jumping from I hate my life to this is phenomenal to what is this? The most part, 90% of the time, Ace Attorney's peak. The other 10% of the time, it's a little questionable, but 90% of the time, it's peak. $85% of the time, it's peak. How about that? What are the things she's doing with her hands? Is her favorite to see? The CC has the prosecutor. What? I assume you meant to ask who's your favorite to see as the prosecutor, but it seems you added an H to as and an additional C in there. I mean, going against Remy was always my favorite. Although, like, Patchy was also great, don't get me wrong. Tenchi was enjoyable, too. But, like, there's just something that hit different about every time Remy was up there. And just, because Smug Remy, it hits perfect. Although Smug Patchy in the third game was really good for being Smug, but... So there's just something different about Smug Remy in the IA Security games, in my opinion. Anyone not melee. Your PvP and speed game typing. It's just pain and suffering. Waving cat statues represent fortune. I'm sorry, I'm not Japanese. I don't recognize that off the top of my head. I just see her doing the pose. I'm like, what are you doing with your hands, girl? Why are you standing like that? There's no way that her standing like that is, like, comfortable. Full information straight from there about her website for shot types. Well, it's... I guess if you're gonna pull something from anywhere, that's probably one of the better sources to pull information from when it comes down to shot types. Better than trying to pull it from like the fandom wiki. Next thing you know, it's pulling information on shot types from the power scaling wiki. Always find strat videos at this point. Real men run their head into a wall for 100 times in a row to find a strat. That wiki, uh-oh. Chuno versus Battle Wiki. Tier 8B. What is at least 7B, likely far higher. What? Spirit manipulation, air manipulation, immortality, regeneration, non-physical interaction, acrobatics, magic, aura, and space-time manipulation. Radiation manipulation. Stamina, superhuman. Range, at least kilometers, possibly far higher with Danmaku. Intelligence, below average. Weaknesses, Chirno is stupid and naive, and she can get discouraged easily. Lifting strength, class 5, whatever that means. Notable attacks slash techniques. Manipulating cold. Notable matchups. Losses. Timmy Turner. Fairly odd parents. What? Inconclusive Travis touchdown for No More Heroes? Yo, I gotta see that duel. Anyone ever play No More Heroes? Those games are something else. I played 1 and 2 in like half of 3. I never beat 3. It's the most fascinating series of all time. Good to know in case you want to learn versus battles with Cheerbo. Sad to see that she loses to Timmy Turner though. Gonna have to step up your game on that one. Whoa, 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 whoa. How did I not walk into that red bullet? I did that to myself completely. I should have gone right. Okay, let's leave. I don't want to die to make it another 20 times. We'll be back. I said I like I said I probably won't be back tomorrow. I'll probably be back on Wednesday. We'll see for sure though.